afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. I'm Chisakalobo. I'm going to present about the assignment which was given to me in the course unit of warehousing and business intelligence. The first question was explain the major steps in the extraction, transmission, transformation and loading process. The steps, these are follows. There is one called data extraction. This majorly refers to identify and select the relevant data sources from which data needs to be extracted. So in this process, or in this step, it is where data can be connected and extracted as required. Another step is data transformation. In this process or this step, validation and of extracted data is where it can be accurate and consistent. So in this step also, data is undergo quality checks and handled with no errors. Still in the same process or step, it is where data is filtered and irrelevant and redundant data is removed. Another step is data loading. In this, create or select a target destination where you want your data to be kept. For example, it can be warehouse or database. Another thing is data verification and validation. Here, in this step is where data can be checked or verified whether it doesn't have any anomalies or errors. Another step is error handling and logging. Implement error handling mechanism to capture and handle any error or exception encountered during the extraction, transformation and loading process. Then scheduling and automation. Set up scheduling and automation mechanism to execute the ETL process at specified intervals or based on predefined triggers. Implement performance optimization techniques to improve the efficiency and speed of ETL process. Another question is about to explain any 3 types of data transformation techniques as used in ETL. The first one is about data mapping and conversion. Data mapping involves mapping the attributes or columns from the source data to the corresponding attributes in the target destination. So this ensures that data is correctly aligned and transferred between the source and the targeted system. While data conversion is performed to ensure that data is transformed into appropriate data types required by the targeted system. For example, converting a string representation of date into date data type. Another type is aggregation and summarization. Aggregation involves combining multiple rows of data into single row based on specific criteria, whereas summarization refers to the process of reducing level of details in the data. It involves grouping data based on certain dimensions and calculating summary measures. Another and the last type of data transformation technique is data cleansing and standardization. Data cleansing involves identifying and correcting or removing errors, inconsistencies, and anomalies in the data, whereas standardization ensures that data is transformed into consistent and uniform format. Question number 3 was asking, explain 4 modes of applying data to data warehouse. First mode is full load. In full load mode, the entire data set from the source system is loaded into the warehouse without leaving some data outside. For this case, during this mode, all existing data in the data warehouse for specific tables or entities being loaded is truncated or deleted, and the entire data set is reloaded from scratch. So another mode is incremental load. This is where only new or modified data since the last load is extracted from the source system and loaded into our warehouse. Incremental load is more efficient than a full load as it reduces the amount of data transferred and processed, saving time and resources, because data extracted can be little depending on what was already extracted. Then another mode is delta load. The delta load mode focuses on capturing and loading only the changes that are incurred in the source data. So if there is a change in data, that's where delta load mode is applied. Then real-time or streaming load. Real-time or streaming load mode involves continuously or near real-time capturing and loading of data into data warehouse. This, I can give an example of streaming load, whereby capturing videos or streaming live. So another thing is, another question was, explain 3 broad functional categories of ETL tools. We have extraction focused tools. These are tools which are used in gathering or collecting data. Then we have transformation focused tools. These are tools used in processing data and transforming them. Another thing is loading focused tools. These are used on loading data or transferring data to the destination.